Good morning, little girl. Wait, come here. Let me see if I can get a better picture of you. Look at that, eating food. Let me pet her a little bit. Oh, Tucker, dude, you're too big for that. You'll knock me down, buddy. And it makes me angry. Okay, Tucker wants to be fed. So, we're gonna go feed Tucker. Good morning, guys. It is cool out here this morning. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's cool. And next week, it is supposed to rain, and the highs are gonna be in the 70s. And I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also a little nervous about it because I don't know how my body is gonna react to it. I don't know if it's going to be too cold for me or not. You ready? Are you ready? You're really going to have to say something to these ducks about getting in your water. There's your egg. In case you're wondering, here's Sky and Pebbles over here eating. They're still here. But now we got to go feed the boy goats, the Rocky and Flint. We've got to feed them, and we've got to feed the baby goats, the boys that are over there. There's the chickens, Gabriel. Good morning. What are you doing up here? Good morning, Jake. Look who I found this morning. Hi, kitty. You're here. Good girl. Look at that pretty hair. Hey, Caleb, let me talk to the kitty for a second. These dogs are so jealous. All right, I'll come back, kitty. We're going to take Caleb out. Hey, come on, Caleb. Nope. Let's go. Oh, come on. You got all day to do that. Let's go. Caleb. There goes Shade. Oh, there's that gray hen. So I caught a hen yesterday. It's in the cage up there. I'm going to take her out this morning. And that gray hen might be, come on, that gray hen might be the last one that I need to catch. I don't know. There are the ducks. That hen right there. Get with you guys here in a second. Rocky, Flint, good morning, guys. Okay. Here comes Jake. You better hurry it up, buddy. Going in there. No, going in there. Okay, I'm gonna get your food. Hang on just a second. Just a second. Yeah, good boy. Okay. Move. Guys. Put some over here. And they know it. They're coming this way. There you go, buddy. Oh, you guys moved your bowl way back there. Y'all moved your bowl way back there. These are the two that are sold that I'm supposed to meet the people today. And I hope it goes well for them. They're wanting them both together. They're wanting them as pets. Their intentions are to band them when they get a little bit older. These guys are kind of young. These are the youngest that I've had to actually pull off of mom, because one of them was getting to the point where he could breed. Now, the way it was explained to me, when you pull them off is when you can see that they're they're able to breed. So I pulled them off, and it's the first time that I've pulled them off this young. I've had them, you know, like when I had Chase, if you were around when I had Chase, I pulled him off a little bit early, but I also supplemented a little bit with a bottle. He was younger than them. I think he was at 5 weeks. These guys are just over 6 weeks. Oh, that's a lot of food for them. Y'all not gonna be able to eat all that. He was just over 6 weeks, and I supplemented with 1 bottle. But they are eating. They've been out here, I think today is day 3 away from mom. Maybe 4, but I think it's been 3 days. They seem to be doing fine. They look healthy, and you can see that they're eating. I don't know how much of that hay they're eating, though. I've not seen them eat the hay, but when they were over there with their mom, I could see that they were eating grass. I watched them eat grass. The reason I had to pull them so soon is because I had another doe over there that was small enough for them to breed, like short enough for them to breed, yet she was coming into the age where she could go into heat. She was still a little doeling, but she was getting old enough to go into heat. And so I had to, when I saw that, you know, when I saw that they needed to be removed from her, I brought them over here. And then yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I sold her. But these guys had already been away from mom for a couple of days, and I found somebody that wanted them. Now, I discussed it with the woman to see if she wanted me to put them back with their mom for about another week, and she's decided to go ahead and take them at this age. So I think it'll be okay. I mean, they're eating. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below what you think about that. But understand that by the time you see this video and leave the comment, those goats will be gone. They'll be at their new home. But for future reference, I mean, like I said, they're just a little bit over, about 6.5 weeks old. What should I do? Now, if your only experience is with the bigger goats, the smaller goats are different. They, you know, the bigger goats are seasonal in breeding. These smaller goats breed year-round, and they come into sexual maturity a lot younger than the big goats. So, like, if you have big goats, you know, it's going to be different from the little goats. Just saying. Everybody's ready. Oh my goodness, Red. You didn't have those flies yesterday. Not that many. I'm going to have to spray you. All right, here we go. Guys, how am I supposed to do this? Pull that down. You can't. Why? Why can't you pull that down? What's going on here? What'd you do with it? I'm gonna have to throw the food on the ground because I can't get their feeder down. I don't know what they've done. I don't know what they've done. I'm gonna have to look at that here a little bit later and see what's going on there, why they can't get that down. But as you can see, we've put some corn in there, or I've put some corn in there. Amy bought some corn and I put some corn in there. I'm starting to feed them corn as we get a little bit closer to the date. Hey, what are you doing? You don't like being alone, do you? You don't like being alone, I get it. Is that itch? You need some help there? You need some help there, Red? She's a good girl. Red is a good dog. Red is a good cow. Heifer, you're not a cow yet. Now I'm going to go throw some feed over to the chickens. Their automatic feeder is filled up, but I don't know if the peacock's getting in it, so I'm going to add feed. I keep saying that because there are a lot of new subscribers, and I continue to get a lot of new subscribers, which is really cool, but the new subscribers don't know, you know, what's been going on, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that they do have feed in this barrel out here, or bucket out here. But I throw this over every morning because I don't know if the peacock's getting in there. And I don't see the peacock yet. There he is. He just came out. Breakfast time. Here he is. So I just throw it over like that. And everybody starts getting it, even though there's some in that bucket. I need to give them some fresh water for sure this morning. So now I'm going to go get this bird that I caught. I got her in a cage up here. I was going to put her out here this morning while they're distracted with eating. And keep my eye open for other hens. I know, oh, there's this gray one. There's no way I could catch her right now. She's not going to have it. But I need her. But I think I got the rest of the hens in there as soon as I get this one. Look who I found. How are you doing? You sure look different when you're shaved like that. You sure look different when you're shaved like that. Are you being a good girl? Of course she is. Of course she is. Shade's over there hunting. Speaking of hunting, something dead in that shop. Pretty sure the cats killed something in there. I hope it's not a bird, actually. I don't think they would kill a chicken in there, but maybe it's something else. A predator. I don't have lights in there, so. Oh, actually, I do have lights in there. I have one light down at this other end, and it's not very bright. I forgot about that. Okay, chicken. Let's not make this hard. Bending down here is already hard. Come on. So I fell, but we're okay. She's okay. I didn't hit my head. I didn't hit the truck. We're good. Let's go put her up. Don't do silly stuff like that. That's hard on me. That's hard on me. What were you thinking? Can't believe I'm showing you guys that. Glad my only neighbors are my parents across the street, and then I go put that on YouTube for everybody to see. Did you see that, Shade? Almost there. I'm gonna put her in here and go ahead and give them some fresh water, I think, because it's a long day with dirty water. I don't know how it's gotten that dirty that fast. Okay, here's your new home. Here's your new home. There's an egg there. Nope, stay back. She's just gonna go on through like she owns the place. It's the best way to do it around here, I think. And so I've got this white rooster, and I've got this rooster. That's a big rooster. You need to see him next to the turkey hen. He's really big. And this is the laughing rooster. So I'm keeping the laughing rooster. I think I'm gonna keep this big rooster as long as he doesn't get mean. So I need to get rid of that white rooster out of here. And I think there was another rooster. I think one of the kids had put another rooster in here accidentally. Where is it? Are you a rooster? I think that's a rooster. Yeah, that's a rooster. You're definitely a rooster, bud. You gotta go. Eggs everywhere. The new birds in here don't know where to lay eggs. You want some protein? Some calcium? There you go. I know I'm going to get some comments over that. That's okay. Go ahead and leave them. There you are. There you are. There's the peacock. Solomon. You doing good, Solomon? He's nervous because I'm in here. Look, his feathers are growing back on his neck. I think his tail feathers are growing a little bit. I don't know. I know they like molt them like every other bird, but I don't know what seasons they do that. That particular bird was sold because the other male peacock was picking on him and pulling out his feathers and stuff. So I don't know when he's supposed to have feathers. get y'all some water. Gonna have to clean it. Oh, what? What's going on here? Cows running all over the... Good morning, Shade. Cows running all over the place. Hey, buddy, I gotta go to the store and get your food, don't I? Yeah, he had a little bit, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, buddy. So I'm gonna go ahead and water. Let me check to see if they need water. You chasing that cat? Girl, you better not be chasing my cat. You better not be chasing my cat. Look at that, stare down. I'm gonna look at the water over here. So I'm gonna go check the water, see who I need to water. Oh yeah, they need plenty. They need plenty. They need water. They don't have plenty. So I'm gonna start filling up the waters. I'm not gonna do that on video. I know that gets old. So I will be back. There's that hen. I need that hen. I will be back a little bit later. You're getting big. That's a rooster. Blizzard! Blizzard! It's been a couple of days since the last time I was videoing, so the beginning of the video was a different day. And I haven't been home long. I've been out here watering everybody. I did the boy goats and the community bowl there, the swimming pool for the ducks, which the calves drink out of too, because I mean they want to. They can reach in the stock tank, but I don't know, that's better for them. I don't know. I'm filling up that stock tank right now. Of course, you saw me clean out the chickens' water. My hands are filthy. I am about to feed the cows. It is only 79 degrees. Today's high was 79 degrees, and that's where we are right now, is at 79. And the camera's not going to show it, but it's already starting to kind of get a little bit darker. Not dark, but I mean you can tell that we're at the end of the day, and it's only about 5:30, which is disappointing. I feel like this month today's the 26th, or I don't know, later in August, and I feel like we've lost about an hour of daylight from both ends, from in the morning and in the evenings. And if you've been watching a while, and a lot of you have been, if you've been watching, you know that I don't like the winter. I don't like the cold. I don't handle the cold as well. I have to come out here and take care of the animals in the cold. But also, it's not just the cold, it's not having enough sunlight. I need a lot more sunlight than what the winter gives to me. And it's not just what it gives to me. I mean, if I was here and it wasn't too cold to just hang outside, I might get enough sunlight. I don't know. But winters are hard, so it's really disappointing. It's kind of sad that we're at that time in the year. And it also is disappointing to me that I let that affect me right now at the end of August. I mean, I still have August, September, October,
where it's not too hot, too cold, not too dark. Well, when you get into October it is, but you know, I still have a little bit of time left to enjoy what I have. And as the weather changes, as I see that the sun is, that we're getting less and less sun, I can feel it. I start getting kind of anxious about winter and kind of getting I don't want to say depressed, but it wouldn't be depression, but it's the sadness. If any of you guys are like that, leave that down in the comment for me. I'd like to see how many of you go through the same thing through winter. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe for some reason you're not happy during the summer. But let me know in the comments. Move back. Move. Get back. Hey, get. Hey, buddy. You don't intimidate, do you? Where you going? Come here, cow. Come on. Come on, cow.
Oh.
Come on. Good girl. Slid right here in the mud. Almost fell again. Oh, gotta be careful. This is the, no, that's not, where'd she go? Here's the cow that was over with Red for a while. She kind of gets pushed around a little bit, so I always try to give her a little bit, try to make sure she's eating before I leave. And I think it's about time to turn the water off on this cow trough and then feed Red. Try to turn the water off. I want to go feed Red, and then I want to show you something. I've been thinking about something. I actually talked to my dad briefly about it, but I want to see what you guys think. And so let me feed Red, and then I'll show you. Hi, Red. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Yeah, she's ready for food. I wonder if I can just put it over the fence. Yeah, I think I can. I think I just put it over the fence, Red. It makes it so much easier. Hey, you're drooling. Are you wanting some food? You're drooling. Red, I need next time for you to scoot that a little bit closer to the fence. Okay, you can see the piggies are doing good. They don't have water out there. Haven't done that yet. Don't know if I will. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and it rained some last night. I'm actually surprised there's not any mud there at all. But it's supposed to rain tonight, all day tomorrow. Are you eating dinner? Are you being a good girl? You being a good girl? Okay, so what I wanted to discuss with you is possibly fencing this area in right here by the shop, in front of the shop. Now, I have put this up, well, Greg and I put this up before, this fence right here, with this behind it. My hands are so filthy. With my hands behind it, I mean, with this bar behind it. The fence, the metal fence is behind it, and this wire fence is on that side, because the purpose of this fence was to keep the calves in over there. They kept coming through here because they're tiny calves. They're Dexter calves, and so they're tiny. And we've got it all the way to the end where that red gate is, back this way around this tree to this gate, and that's where we have it done like that. Well, I was thinking maybe do that all the way around, because that metal fence goes all the way around here. I would have to fix that gate over there somehow, like I don't know how to fix that gate to where Caleb couldn't get out, but we could use, of course, fence all this right here. You got to clean this out, which will be easier to do in the fall and winter, but got this fence here, and just put on the inside that wire fence and try to fence it all the way in. And the reason I say put it up against this fence is because it's already here. I mean, you don't have to really run T-posts. I mean, there may be a couple places that you might have to, I don't know. I don't know what the fence looks like over here. I know that this grown area bothers a lot of people. The areas that I have that are grown up, but there are two things going on. One, I don't have time to do it all. There's just a lot here, and I don't have time to do it all. I don't feel like it's too much for me. I don't feel like this is a problem. It dies off in the winter. If I didn't want it there, I would make time to weed eat it, mow it, or I'd put an animal there. And that's actually what was here. We did have birds here at the very beginning. So I know that bothers you. This has happened because we moved the birds, and I just haven't done anything with it. That along the fence is there on purpose. And that's because I don't want people from the road. The house isn't very far from the road, and I don't want them to be able to look back here at the shop as they drive by, especially since I can't shut that door right now. But that's why some of that is there. Some of the grown stuff is there because I want it there, and I don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't. There have been actually a couple of comments about it, but I don't see anything wrong with it. If I need this area, if I want to use it, if it was getting out here, that would be a problem. You know, if I wanted it, I would get it. I would go get it. It's as simple as that. So I'm talking about maybe waiting until it's a little bit cooler, a little less chance of snakes and clearing that out there. Then I would have to put up a gate here, which I don't know if that gate would work or not, but put a gate here and put some wire, fence right there. And then there's that orange gate that would need something. But look this. Look at this, not look this. Look at this. We have the rows of wire here. So we would buy, or I would buy some clips or some wire to tie it or something like that. That metal fence is tall enough for Caleb can't jump out. There's a lot of new subscribers, and the dog back here with the bucks, he jumps out at night. He's there all day, he's fine all day, but there's something about the wild animals calling him at night that he jumps out at night. And so I don't think he can jump out of this. I just need to make sure that it's secure down at the bottom where he can't push out. But that's not been his situation. Jumping has been, but there's no way he can jump this fence. My timer's going off to turn off Red's water. I don't mean keep him up here at all times and permanently. I mean keep him in here at night, especially in the wintertime when there's not as much light. During the wintertime, in the end of the year, December, January, February, even in November, in the mornings when I come out, it's dark, and in the evenings when I come out and take care of the animals before I go in at the end of the day, it's dark. It's not dark in the summertime, but it is in the wintertime. And so this would protect me. It would keep the dog outside instead of in the garage. He could bark at predators, and that's really what's keeping the predators away. I have Tucker over there, I have Maggie and Chester up there, and back here is Caleb during the day, and Caleb's not there at night to bark, but they can smell him because he's marking territory. He's there all day. So, and then these dogs are making noises, and that keeps the predators out. I have not had a predator this year, not one, and I hope that doesn't change. But and when I first moved in, there are still coyotes. I can hear them off in the distance. I can hear them out in the other field. I can hear them at my neighbor's field, but they don't ever come up here, or they haven't in the last couple of years. So when I first moved in, I looked out my window and saw one walking across this closest tree line here, but I don't anymore. You see a fox out here. I don't anymore. Raccoons were real bad a few years ago. They killed a lot of our birds. We had to trap a few of them and get rid of them, but that's not a problem right now. So the main reason to do this is to keep him out of the garage, to keep me from putting him back and forth in the garage. If he needed a dog house, he can go in the shop. It would be safer. It would be safer for me. When I come around the corner and see out here and see Caleb, I know everything's all right. If I don't see him, if he doesn't meet me at the gate, then there's a problem, and I don't need to go through the gate. And I for sure wouldn't need to go in the shop. But with him out here, I wouldn't have any problems going in the shop. And I do think about that, and I do, I am very careful. I do watch what's going on. I take a flashlight. I can't see everything, but I can tell if I come out and I see Kitty, I don't know if the camera's going to show it, but she's laying right over there by the gate. if I see Kitty when I come home or come outside, I know everything's okay. My cats don't like company, and if you were to come over to my house, you wouldn't see a cat because they would hide. And so I do use the animals to know what's going on, to know if it's safe. And I don't know, leave me a comment down below, tell me pros and cons, what you're thinking on that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next video, there's a good chance that Sean or Curtis or Savannah or somebody will be in the video, because I think they're gonna work. Somebody's gonna work this weekend, just whichever one wants to earn money. All three of them, one of them, I don't know, but watch and see if they're not in one of the next videos. One more thing for those of you who watched to the very end. I know there's going to be comments about, do I carry something? Do I carry something to protect myself? That is not, let's see, how do I say this? It's really hard because you got to be careful with what words you use on YouTube. But that isn't the issue. I don't want to have to come out and have to use something. I want to be able to avoid that altogether and to know whether it's safe to go in an area or not, regardless if I'm carrying something or not. We'll see you on the next video.